I thought we made almost an immeasurable amount of progress. I don't want to. I sitting there, I thought this is a little better, but it was a miss. We're not there in terms of creating an all-star experience that we can be proud of and that our players can be proud of.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
We have been telling you forever, give us a 1v1. You are ignoring the fans on purpose, and then you're upset that the ratings are not reflecting what you want. One-on-one in the All-Star game would resurrect everything. If you want one example of this, look at the brouhaha. It's a word. Look it up. Yeah, look at the brouhaha that Brandon Jennings started when he started trying to...
Jeff Teague, I want to play Ty Loss, and I want to play Lou Will.
Challenge all these former players in one-on-one. Jeff Teague, Lou Williams, etc., etc.
I don't think a lot of those players are better than me. So, whatever.
Who not better than you? You don't think Drew Holiday better than you?
Drew Holiday's never been better than me.
Adam Silver, of course it was a miss.
It was a miss.
Don't he look like Nosferatu? Now, I'm one of those people that think that LeBron James is a big reason why the dunk contest has been garbage for the last couple seasons. And if you want any evidence of this...
Pat Beverly told the story down at the bubble whenever everybody was like, we need to take a stand and yada, yada, yada. And then I think he was the person who went up and said, hey, you, if you're playing, we're all playing. If you're not playing, we're not playing. But I think that's how everybody in the league feels about you. So congrats on that, buddy.
The other players look to LeBron to decide on what they want to do versus what they don't want to do. And I mean, it makes perfect sense. Back in the 90s, Michael Jordan was the dunk contest. He was the king of that. And then before that, you had other players. And you always saw your superstars in these dunk contests doing their best for All-Star Weekend. Of course, that changed in the LeBron era because he was the first superstar of that magnitude that was like, I'm not doing the dunk contest. Everybody wanted to see that. And then it has me thinking, maybe he just didn't want to get exposed.
A one-on-one tournament in the NBA is not going to happen the way y'all want it to because there's a certain level of political / professional stuff that happens in between, right? To be honest with you, a lot of guys are afraid to get embarrassed. A lot of guys are afraid to get crossed. A lot of guys are afraid to get dunked on. You can hide with your teammates on the floor and you can, be in defensive position to hide somebody defensively or offensively. You're not a good shooter. You can cut. You can, go back door. You can screen. You can rebound. There are other things to do. But in one-on-one, you got to get a bucket in order to win. A lot of people struggle with their bags in front of the camera.
LeBron kind of has the same attitude when it comes to 1v1. Remember what Austin Reeves said?
1v1 for your life.
I'll play anybody one-on-one. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna win, but I'll play anybody.
You play Bron one-on-one?
Yeah.
Have you played him one-on-one?
Nah, he don't play one-on-one. He said one-on-one's not real basketball, which I kind of agree with.
Come on, bro. Yes, it's a different game. It's a completely different game from 5v5 NBA basketball. But 1v1 is part of the game. And to say it's not real basketball is literally ridiculous, LeBron. And I love that Kyrie Irving is streaming while he's injured because he just dropped some gems about how, one, he'd be an absolute killer if he was playing 1v1, but I think we already knew that. And two, a lot of NBA players just don't want to get exposed. And that goes for the dunk contest and the potential for having a 1v1 tournament in All-Star Weekend. So yeah, I'm with Kyrie. I don't know what y'all think, but I'm 100% with Kyrie. A lot of these players just don't want to get exposed. They don't have the bag. They don't have the defensive edge. Their weaknesses can't be hidden. And of course, that's going to drive their stock down. But I mean, if I'm a player, iron sharpens iron, right? If I've been hitting my whole career on defense, wouldn't I want to be exposed to get my ego just to give me that drive so maybe I start doing better at defense? Or if I have weaknesses on offense, same thing. And I would give anything to see Kyrie Irving cook the entire NBA in a 1v1 tournament. Or even if he met his match and I got my eyes open to another possibility where there's another guy in there or maybe a guy on the back of the bench that has some skill that we haven't heard of or we never saw before. You know what I mean? Like, the 1v1 is where it's at. And that's going to save All-Star Weekend if these players... talking about the best players, the ones that we want to see, because, I mean, LeBron's decision-making has got to be numbered. He's about 40 years old. He ain't going to be here that much longer. But we got to see our favorite players. We got to see Ant in the 1v1. We got to see Kyrie if he comes back healthy in the 1v1. Steph Curry in the 1v1. Giannis in the 1v1. I think he'd be dominant as hell. You know what I mean? I'd love to see Jokic in the 1v1. It'd be interesting to see how he does. But again, he would get exposed on defense. And so would Luka Doncic. You know what I mean? But that's what you need. Because a lot of these guys talk a big game, but they really only play one side of the ball. Man, I mean, just talking about this is giving me so much energy. This would jumpstart. This would jumpstart All-Star Weekend again in the way that we need. But until Adam Silver starts listening to the fans and really pays attention to what we're asking for.
That's just what one-on-one does. And that's why I feel like I'm perfect for this scene. I'm perfect and not perfect at all in terms of my human life, but I feel like I'm perfect for this opportunity to be a part of the 1v1 scene in a different way.
Kyrie is telling you what he wants. Make it happen. And I'm sure there's a lot of other NBA players that want to do it. And the ones that are too pussy, those will be the ones that'll back out. They'll say things like, it's not real basketball or this and that and the third, and let them. But we'll see the ones with real heart, the ones that have the defensive bag and the offensive bag, the more well-rounded players. We'll see them really put on the display. And man, the way these NBA players have such big egos on their shoulders, they're not going to want to lose any 1v1s. Put a little bonus on top of that, put a little money on top of that, like how you guys do with the NBA Cup. Bruh, All-Star Weekend would be lit. Please like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, let me know what you think. All-Star Weekend needs a 1v1 tournament. And if so, who's the premium, top-notch 1v1 that you'd want to see? For me, it'd be Kyrie Irving versus damn near anybody. But let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And Adam Silver, man, do your job. Listen to the fans. But until next time.